My name is Jim Kolitz. I live in Orange County, California. I'm originally a native of Chicago and originally a CPA. I was with a firm called Ernst & Young and then Arthur Andersen, and actually started trading in 1976 when I bought a seat on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And that was the day that they opened up Treasury bill futures, which never really took off at the Merc. But I thought getting that involved would, could start a career. I started as a chartist. I'm a technician by heart, I guess, because of my CPA background. So I actually started, Jay, with point and figure charts, if you know what those are. So I had a chart that I kept in my trading jacket, and I would do X's and O's over every trade. And that I was trading hogs at the time. The other thing I would do is I would look at the daily bar charts and I would make points of support and resistance. And I would keep them on the card too. And that's how I would trade initially. So I did that from 1976 to 1990. And we then moved from Chicago actually to Arizona. And then after about 7 years in Arizona, we moved to Orange County. So I've been trading a long time, and I've seen a lot of changes. I was one of the guys that received a Globex membership, which they gave to all the Merc members. And Globex was this crazy thing that people would do trading overnight. And, we never had that before. And we thought, how could this ever work? But, sure enough, it's become a real success. So at 1990, I kind of semi-retired. I got bored, went back to work, got involved in franchising, and did that for about 12 years. And then back in 2009, I went back into trading again. I'm sorry, at 2001, excuse me. I went back into trading again, this time as a broker, as a retail broker. And I traded from 2001 to 2009 when I went into the insurance business. So I've seen the market from the retail side, the customer side, and I've seen the market from the broker side, from the floor pit side. So now I'm doing this, computer trading, which is a whole different world. Very simple, and it's really been a difficult road for me, to be honest with you. I've started and stopped so many times, I can't tell you. I've been funded 4 or 5 times and blew them. So because I'm a scalper, or at least that's my nature. And, one bad trade and I'm done, or 2 bad trades and I'm done. I have always gravitated back to OneUp Trader for one simple reason: the support. OneUp is one of the few that actually answer the telephone in this computer age. Again, I've tried them all, but the others have a chat box on their website, or you email support, but there's no phone number. They don't even have phone numbers on their website. So I've had several times that I've had some issues, and in fact, I've talked to you several times, and you resolved them, and you resolved them quickly. So that's what keeps bringing me back to OneUp Trader. Again, the thing that OneUp does is, number one, as I said, is support. That's really important to me. Number 2 is the account analytics, and the account analytics that you folks have on your website are excellent. So that's very good. And the third is, just the ease of trading. So yes, I would recommend it over any of the others. It was a smooth transition. All we did was change well, obviously after the contracts and all that, we changed the username and password on the Rhythmic, and that's basically, that was it. It took about 3 days, if I remember correctly, after the evaluation to get up and running. And again, I've done it several times now, so I know the ropes. So yeah, it was with MES Capital. It was very well done. No, No, I haven't. No, and there were no fees. So I know that some of the others do charge fees for quote assigning your account, but no, there haven't been any with OneUp Trader. Well, what I'd like to do, and what I guess my key to success when I was on the floor was being consistent. I wasn't like I would want to. My goal would be $300 a day, right? $300 to $400 a day. And some of my friends would make $5,000 on Monday trading pork bellies, and Tuesday lose 3,000, and Wednesday lose 4,000. I couldn't live that way. So my goal would be something like I would like to make $500 a day, which is $2,500 a week, which is a nice living. And I view this as living, not as speculation. So that would be my goal. Yeah. So what I've been doing is I set a stop loss, and I don't set a profit target, necessarily. And I want to let the winners run. So I mean, maybe that's something I should be doing, is setting more of a target. And I trade the NQ more than the ES lately because there's just more action. The ES just doesn't do much. I purchased a software package called Able Trend. I don't know if you've heard of that or not, but it was rather expensive. But Able Trend works on 3 different time zones and gives you areas of support and resistance. And if you follow them, you're going to catch the big move of the day. So, and because of that, they work best in the NQ. So with them, they will show you when they're in a sell signal or in a buy signal based upon where the market goes. And they will flash it right on the screen so you know whether you're buying or you're selling. So, and you can see on the screen where the resistance is and where the support is. So obviously, if they're in a sell mode, you want to wait till it gets to the resistance and then you sell it. And you put your stop about 3 to 5 points above where you're selling it. Then once it happens, you just let it go. It works really well. In addition to that, I'm an old floor trader, so I use pivot points. So I use those indicators. I also use the super trend indicator, which gives me stop levels. So those are the ones I use. The other thing that I do is I also have Bookmap. So Bookmap, which is the order flow system, lets me know where the orders are coming from, and again shows me areas of support and resistance. I get up at 6:15 our time. Market opens at 6:30. What I've learned is that I don't trade now between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. Usually, I'll let the market calm down, and then after 7 o'clock, I'll start trading. So during that first half hour, I just look at the charts. I'll have a cup of water. I usually don't go downstairs to make coffee till about 10 o'clock when the market slows up a little bit. In the regard that it establishes the daily loss limit. I know that if I'm going to hit that I've got to stop. So I've got to watch that number. And in that regard, I think it's improved my trading experience. Well, the old adage of cut your losses and let your profits run is obviously the most important one. It's a learning curve. You're not going to learn this right away. I've gone down the road of using the volume profile. I've gone down so many different highways and so many different roads to try to make this a success. And I'm still traveling on the road. But once you make it, it's the greatest business in the world. It's your time is your own. You have freedom. You're your own boss, obviously, and it's just a great business to be in. And I do think that OneUp is a great support to that.